Okay, so we now know what session authentication is, and we know it can be built using session tokens, which are implemented in cookies. So now we'll see another attack on session tokens, and this is your very first substantial web attack. It's called cross-site request forgery, and it has to do with attacking the session token idea that we just talked about. So as a very quick reminder, we use session token cookies to associate a particular request with the user making it, and the browser automatically attaches any relevant cookies. So what is CSRF? The idea is if an attacker can trick somebody into making a request that they weren't supposed to make, what's your browser going to do? Your browser is going to send the request and automatically attach all the relevant cookies. And as a result, the server thinks that you made the request, even though you were tricked into making the request by someone else. So the way I think of CSRF is an attacker tricking you into making a request you weren't intending to make. And because your request has the cookie attached, the server thinks you really meant to make the request, even though it was an accident, and perhaps some malicious behavior happens. So it's called CSRF. And the exploit, the reason why this is dangerous is because any requests that you make automatically attach the cookies. So if someone tricks you into making a request, it will look like it's coming from you because of that cookie-based authentication. So here's an analogy. It's kind of a lot of words, but we can go through it. So let's say you have a bank account, and it's got $1,000 in your account. So you're very wealthy. You've got $1,000 in there. Now, normally, if you intend to do something, you can pay them, or you can pay someone by writing a check. So maybe you write a check and you say, I want to pay $50 to Alice, and you give it to a bank. Now let's say you are at a party somewhere and some stranger tells you that you need to pass a note without reading it. So they give you a note and they say, you should pass this note along. Don't bother reading it. It's top secret. Just take the note and just pass it. Don't worry about it. And actually, what the stranger gave to you was not a love letter, but it was a letter that says, please pay the stranger $1,000, and you passed it to the bank. So you didn't know that you were passing this check, but the stranger came to you and said, hey, here's a check. It's not a check. It's just a message. It's a love letter. Can you pass it along? So you pass it along, but you've been tricked. It's actually a check, and because the check comes from your account and it's coming from you, the bank thinks that you meant to actually pay $1,000, so all of your money is gone. And the problem here is that your bank assumed that because the check came from you, you must have actually intended to send the check, even though in this case, you didn't really intend to send it, you were tricked into sending it. So that's the analogy. It is an interesting party where you and your banker are both there. But that's the party you're at, and that's you getting tricked into sending all your money.